But a couple of things I wanted to check out. First of all, I want to discuss this whole situation with the Megalodon VTuber. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it's one of the situations where I really wanted to get my opinion in. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So Tater and me
Twitch, once again, if you don't know, has basically shown that they very much so like to protect flesh tubers when it comes to sexy bikini situations, but have a very, very distinct hatred for the VTuber community. I don't know why. Could it have anything to do with the fact that Twitch is incredibly anti-Semitic? No idea. Could it have anything to do with the fact that Twitch absolutely hates the vast majority of their own content creators, as exampled by the recent situation with Asma Gold and all of the leaked discussions that they have been having behind the scenes? Maybe. Who knows? We're gonna look into all of that today, so let's get started right away.
Once again talking about some Twitch-related drama. So a few weeks ago, Twitch released some clarifications of their enforcement notes, basically allowing people to get a bit more transparency when it comes to how Twitch applies their terms of service. Unfortunately, this has only revealed even more hypocrisy when it comes to the enforcement of their TOS when it comes to VTubers.
For those who don't know, let's just be completely honest. We're gonna call it out, we're gonna be honest, we're gonna be real here. Okay? Twitch enforces their rules at their own leisure, and they enforce it as a weapon on the people that they dislike the most. That is how it's been, that is how it's always been, and that's how it will continue to be unless they clean house. That's just a fact.
Often getting a much harsher treatment than regular face cammers, and it's become very obvious that
TOS to get rid of people that they do not like, as opposed to actually enforcing it.
To this hypocritical treatment, we've seen people like Fallen Shadow, Nyanners, and even Zentreya getting hit with a warning for sexual content. It's getting really out of hand. And here is the most recent VTuber to get hit with a ban from Twitch, Megalodon VT. So you can see she's a pretty established VTuber, and she was hit with a ban about an hour into her re-debut 2.0 stream where she was showing off a new VTuber model, something that took a year of work to put together. Obviously a very big stream, and very shortly into it, she was hit with this ban. Obviously very disappointing, and we can actually see the ban in real time here. So this is exactly how quick things happen.
Messy. We'll raid out soon. We're just gonna... Once we get done with this hype train. I also know a cute Canadian streamer. Ooh, who?
Okay, so this is not even her. This is like a different VTuber just showing off the model here.
What the fuck happened?
And it's gone. So yeah, it all happened very quickly, and she would go to Twitter, quoting the streamer ban's bot here, saying, "No warning while I was still alive. When I toggled my bikini, I had water in the background and was in pools and hot tubs. My underboob was not toggled on. What's the problem?" So,
and that's the thing. Everything she just mentioned is literally everything that hot tub streamers, bikini streamers, streamers. This is everything that they use to get around Twitch TOS. So what? And I'm not even going to say what rule, because let's be honest, it's just an excuse. What excuse did Twitch use to ban the VTuber? Because that's what this is about. I'm not going to freaking say, I'm not going to call it anything. I'm going to call it exactly what it is now. I'm done
this all
playing
really
around.
Comes down to the swimsuit she was wearing and trying to play around the rules, and I think correctly for the most part. She just put a bunch of water in the background, said this is a pool and hot tub and beach stream, which is actually pretty fair. But this is the outfit itself. Now, when you're breaking down attire on Twitch, there's some pretty simple...
Now, I just want to point something out here, okay? We're gonna freaking look this up. There we go. Sorry, I freaking mistyped it. Sorry, I don't have my glasses right now. Alright, so I don't know if I can like show it necessarily super zoomed in. I'm probably gonna get freaking dropped from Twitch right here, but who cares? This is what they're allowing on their platform. But you're gonna tell me that for some reason you just can't freaking see. They had this was the meta for a long time, the see-through chair camera, just showing off the chocolate starfish basically. But this is wrong. But this is taking it too far. Y'all a bunch of hypocrites.
Steps to follow here. So
and
looking
it's
at
obvious.
This first, right? So when
I'm
it comes
tired
to
of
attire,
acting like you're not.
VTubers have the same
I'm tired of acting like you're not.
as regular face cameras.
I'm sorry.
And the big thing that we first look at is hip coverage. This is required under most circumstances. And in this case, if it wasn't for the pools and hot tubs and beaches category, she'd be in trouble. But she did, of course, have this exception that she was playing on really to make fun of the crazy rules at Twitch, where she has her traditional swimsuit and also the PNG of water in the background.
So she followed all the rules.
I've said this before. Like,
all the rules that Twitch
for
created to protect the bikini streamers and the hot tub streamers. She followed every single one.
For a cam streamer to lazily toss an inflatable pool in the corner of the room as they're doing a cam show and call it a hot tubs, beaches, and pools stream to get away with more revealing outfits. VTubers have it even easier if they really want to. If you want to use that category to show off more skin on your model, all you got to do is literally slap a PNG with water in the background and say, yep, I'm at the pool. It's really that simple. And it's reflected in the rules where under this category, if you're under it, you can have much more revealing swimwear and show off much more of your areas around your buttocks, as they say here in the rules. And also, just looking at some of the hypocrisy, there's always just a great disparity between how rules are enforced against face cameras versus VTubers. And Megalodon would point this out on Twitter, and I have to even censor the IRL cam streamer here because you can.
I didn't, and I won't. Whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, I'm not going to censor it. If Twitch says that that's okay to watch, that's your rules, bro. That's your rules. It's not my rule. That's your rules.
The whole screen is just skin, right? They get away with a lot more than what VTubers do with their outfits. However, this is really what got her banned. I think this is pretty clear. It was a very short segment here, and it's highlighted by this clip, and this is what got her banned.
Look at how educational this is! Guys, I didn't know Twitch could be this educational.
Okay. Tell me though, which was worse? Huh? You might freaking explain to yourself which one's worse here. I just need to know for my sake. Twitch TOS, I need to know why. So this is okay. Just a straight up zoomed in camera on a girl's butt cheeks. On her chocolate starfish. I can see the freaking brown edges. But this is not okay? But that's too far.
So basically, she does that obviously as a joke, right? She's
I just want to know. I just want to understand for my own,
by
sake.
focusing in like that. And unfortunately, that is something that actually violated the rules technically, because you can't focus your camera around areas like that, like whether it's your hips, your backside, what have you. You can't focus in according to Twitch. Now, how they apply this is very hypocritical.
Yeah, they use it as a weapon.
They
use it to target only people that they don't like.
But that's what she did. She actually did violate a rule. And a lot of people would go to Twitter and basically say, well, she broke the rules. She deserved it. End of story. And I saw a lot of tweets like this coming from other people in the VTubing.
I really do think this is some kind of new matter. Doing things that are obviously breaking TOS and then running it to Twitter and claiming they were banned for no reason in order to get a little bit of clout. Zooming in like this while shaking your hips, obvious ban. How? How is it obvious when they allow things like this on the platform? Whoops, sorry. I don't even freaking have the freaking page open anymore. Hold on. Well, it's one of these freaking pages. Point is, what the frick happened to the freaking? Didn't I had too many tabs open. I'll be honest with you. Like again, it's not very obvious. Not at all. Especially when Twitch's own representatives were going into the chat for some of these people, talking to them. It's not at all obvious. It's not at all obvious because it's never enforced. It's never enforced. What's the word I'm looking for here? Equally, I guess. There's a better word for it. But it's never enforced equally. It's never enforced 100, like, it's never enforced the same way. Ever. It's always just some Twitch person getting, like, who either doesn't like VTubers or doesn't like this particular VTuber that freaking seemingly bans them just because they don't.
I really do think this is some kind of new
when there's
matter.
plenty of other people doing the
that
same,
are obviously
or
breaking
worse.
TOS and then running into Twitter and claiming they were banned for no reason.
I'm sorry, but incredibly bad take, Liger. Incredibly bad take. And if you think that is true, if you genuinely believe this statement, all I'm telling you is wait. Wait for it, because eventually you're gonna get hit with the same exact BS freaking rules. The same exact BS TOS. They're gonna hit you with something that everybody else is totally okay with doing, but for some reason they're gonna hit you. I'm just calling it now. Just wait.
A little bit of clout.
This is for everyone.
While
This is for every VTuber out there.
Ban. So
if you don't think this TOS BS is affecting you, just wait. Just wait a little bit. It will affect you. Because when they don't enforce these freaking rules equally across the board, then you're just giving them permission to continuously keep freaking using these rules in whatever way they feel like is just okay for them. And that's not okay. A freaking TOS needs to be standard and uniform. Uniform is the word I was looking for. It needs to be uniform across the platform for everybody. You can't just go making special exceptions for people that you're simping over and then make other exceptions. Not exceptions, but add rules. Or suddenly start to take certain rules seriously when it's people you don't like. That's just not fair.
Off the bat, this is an insane claim. To claim that Megalodon did all of this intentionally to farm engagement and clout on Twitter. And I saw a lot of VTubers saying this, and that sort of sentiment really just shows to me that a lot of VTubers in the scene have messed up priorities when it comes to what's actually important, because Twitter is not that important. Getting engagement on Twitter, not that important. If you look at the biggest, most established VTubers in the scene,
I'm gonna be honest with you though. Now, the way the current situation is going, I think I'm gonna start focusing more on YouTube and honestly, I'm gonna start focusing more on YouTube and Twitter live streaming, because I don't see Twitch going too far anymore. Not with the way that they're acting now.
They largely only use their Twitter for pretty much two things: retweeting art of themselves and also posting their schedules and their stream alerts and things like that. That's pretty much it. Rage baiting and trying to engage and farm is not worth your time or the stress, because really there's nothing
too shaky here
gain,
at Twitch and YouTube.
Especially if you're just a regular VTuber who
I need to start diversifying my portfolio. I'm on
rage
kick, right?
bait and farm drama is not going to increase your following on places that do matter, like Twitch. So implying that Megalodon would sabotage her own 2.0 debut that took apparently a year to prep for, and possibly lose her main platform just to farm engagement on Twitter for a little bit of clout, is an insane claim. And also a lot of people were just like, well, rules is rules, and of course Twitch would review her appeal and confirm the suspension for inappropriate attire, specifically referring to that zoom in. And yeah, of course, you know, people break rules on Twitch all the time. If you watch enough of a stream, you're probably going to find some kind of a violation, especially with VTubers, since some of the rules involving them are very open-ended. So I don't think it's really fair to just say, well, she messed up for 2 seconds, she should be banned. Yeah, technically, yeah.
The problem is that the rules are so open-ended that they can just use it on whoever they dislike and leave alone the people that they do like. And in order to prove this even further, we're going to be taking a look at the entire Frogan situation and after this video.
You're correct, but I don't think we should honestly look for the first mistake anyone's doing and try to remove them from the platform. And on top of that, the hypocrisy is insane. I mean, we've seen many screenshots like this coming from the streamer Asian Bunny.
Oh, there you go, the butthole cam. She also has a butthole cam. This is just a camera of her butthole. Straight up, it's just her butthole. But apparently she's fine. That's okay. This, by the way, this is Rev censoring. She does not censor any of that.
Been banned, I believe, like 14 times at this point. And yeah, some people say, well, they do get banned. Well, she's never been banned for more than like 3 days. Yeah. She consistently farms content.
The 3-day ban is literally just like Twitch like getting away with like simping over her and like not having to actually do any actual genuine punishments.
Clearly violates the rules. I mean, I can't even show you.
No, I'm not saying, by the way, I need to make this very clear. I'm not saying ban whoever the frick this is. No. I'm saying don't ban either of them. Because if you're not going to ban her, then you shouldn't ban the other. Now, if Twitch decides to be a douche and say, all right, then they're both banned, then okay, well, that as long as it's fair, sure. But now you're just going to piss off more people. Like, and the problem here is not whether one person should be banned or not banned. The problem here is that Twitch, from the beginning, should have never created this divide. Twitch themselves should never have created a situation in which some people get to benefit from and some people get punished for these rules. Whereas it should have been uniform from the very beginning. All this divide is due to Twitch and their hypocrisy.
The screen. This is one of the metas.
I hate when people try to turn this into like a FleshTuber versus VTuber thing. No,
on her backside.
If anything, the FleshTubers and VTubers should be joining hands here and saying, "Why the hell are we not all getting uniform treatment here? Why are you being so incredibly biased?"
Up inside her, it's so ridiculous, and the camera focused on that is bigger than the display of the game she's playing, and she gets away with it because she puts a little inflatable pool in the corner, even though this is also violating the rules. And we have to sit here and honestly compare someone like Asian Bunny with this sort of a camera.
Look how tiny this pool is. It barely fits that freaking little cow. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Stop playing, Twitch. That is embarrassing that you even think, like, it's embarrassing that you think people would fall for these stupid freaking, like exemptions. But on top of that, it's even more insulting that you think people are that stupid.
Where she would stream
I'm not even mad, I'm insulted that you think I'm so stupid that we wouldn't be able to see the obvious.
And we're saying that's on the same level as someone zooming in on their hips for 5 seconds while trying to make a joke.
A little jig,
like,
a little
it's
dance.
ridiculous. And on top of that, this comment from Fallen Shadow's funny. She's basically saying a lot of the Twitch staff are afraid of succumbing to...
I'm sorry, I gotta read this. Your motto is too sexy. It made the Twitch admin feel things he vowed to never experience for a cartoon woman. As daring... As daring too would be to betray his vow to the flesh. You are just collateral damage in one man's battle against the primal urges the superior 2D female form makes him feel. A beautiful and seductive temptress, fading him down a path he knows he can never return. What's the... Y'all ever seen Frodo from Notre Dame? I gotcha. Desire is turning me to sin. Oh my goodness! You think it's like a Twitch staff admin out there just really like, oh no! It is the sin of the 2D flesh! How dare you with your lines and your shapes and polygons?
Superiority, but the reason I bring her up is because
just can't.
I believe she's another example of
I can't be feeling these
Twitch, whether it's a staff member or various staff members who are essentially cock-watching VTubers and trying to ban them during big events. We saw with Fallen Shadow a few months ago. She was getting ready for a big birthday stream, and only a few hours before it was supposed to go live, she was banned for sexual content, which doesn't reflect her content at all. And with Megalodon, she was banned during this big 2.0 stream. So basically, you have someone sitting there with their hand on the ban button, ready to get rid of them the second
they really do got like one or two like VTuber haters on their team. And it's very obvious that they do. Look like we're gonna go over a lot more stuff that Twitch is doing right now in regards to Asmongold and just how they talk about their streamers, which is freaking disrespectful.
And I think there's a little more nuance that should be required during all
Nobody
these
hates
various
Twitch streamers
bans.
like
And
Twitch does.
honestly, like, what happened to giving warnings and things like that? It doesn't seem like in this case she was given any warning. It just went right to a 24-hour ban, which would come to an end. Now, based on what I've seen in the language she has expressed, it sounds like she knew from the beginning it was a 24-hour ban and she'd be coming back, and she's, of course, now back and her account is restored. But it just seems like all this for what? Because she zoomed in for a couple of seconds. It just seems very ticky-tack and just kind of petty at this point. And again, it doesn't really help the narrative, the very much supported narrative that Twitch treats VTubers much differently, or cracking down on them much harder with their enforcement of their policies than traditional face cameras. They're never going to beat those allegations, and this just proves that once again. And before we go, I just want to remind everyone, in case you missed yesterday's video.
First, like, you gotta think about it, dude. Twitch is literally doing the same thing Mr. Beast did back in 2016. Back in 2016, for those who do not know, Mr. Beast cheated Rosanna, a YouTuber. If for those who know her, she's the one with the mold. She's the one who found the mold in the YouTube video. So he cheated her out of her third place victory on the game show. I don't even understand why. We're gonna be going over that today too. But he cheated her out of that game, and since 2016, she has been on a freaking crusade to show the world how despicable and evil Mr. Beast is. And you know what? The world is finally starting to see it. 2024, but damn it, the world is seeing it. And you know what? Fair. You know what Twitch is doing? With all their freaking simping, banning, freaking, like, support team, they're basically creating enemies. Rev says Desu, Megalodon, Zentreya, Iron Mouse, Girl DM, Nyanners. You are doing nothing but creating enemies. People that see your hypocrisy, and all the people that support them, as well as other YouTubers and VTubers and FleshTubers that genuinely see the hypocrisy. Like Asmongold would be the best example of a FleshTuber that I know of that has a lot of reach. You're creating a variety of enemies. People that were going to not necessarily not support you, because it'd be one thing if people didn't support Mr. Beast, but actively are preying on your downfall. Actively seeking out ways to call you out on your BS. Like, you're just doing, that's all you're doing is creating more and more enemies for yourself. And you know what? That's fine. Because eventually, it's all gonna come back and catch up to you, dude. It's all gonna catch up to you. It's that simple. And anybody out there that wants to be a YouTuber, anybody out there that wants to be a VTuber, the same exact thing goes out to you. If you collaborate with someone, or you start to direct DM somebody, you start talking, if you leak messages, if you start freaking harassing other VTubers or treating them like garbage or treating them like a certain way, like, it's gonna come back to get you. It's gonna come back to bite you in the butt. It will. Boomerang, baby. It's all coming back to you.
Video and its announcement. I have a new Halloween drop with Advanced GG. You can check out all the new items here. We got several bundles featuring new art of me and my wife, Darling Straub, who's also a VTuber. You can get the big bundle featuring all of our products, or my smaller bundles here, or you can get the items individually, which includes a new flavor jar, a new ice shaker, even a desk mat, and some stickers
I do need
if you
a
want
desk
to get a
mat.
more affordable item. And yeah, thanks for the support on that, and I'll put a link to this in the pinned comment, and also make sure to use code REV at checkout to save 10% on your order.
That would be dope to have a freaking wife that also
But that's going to do it for this
VTubes.
video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts
Y'all
on
see
today's topics
Fillion's
in the
mom
comment
is gonna
section
start
down below.
VTubing? She
I'll
gonna
see you
have
guys
a
next time.
VTuber family. That's freaking dope. Wow. What a great freaking video. Thank you so much. Incredibly informative. I mean, I've said everything I've had to say. Twitch might not exist soon. What the freak? You see what I'm saying? YouTube, Asmongold. Asmongold is already back. I think he got unbanned like yesterday, the day before, and he's already making a video called Twitch Might Not Exist Soon. Like, you're just making enemies, dude. Twitch is just straight up lying now. Another video with 500,000 views. This one has 600,000 views. Like, Twitch, you are just creating your own downfall, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. Honestly, just keep doing it. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!